Welcome to Business Central View Underlying Table Data. Okay, we've got a list of posted sales invoices here. And if I click on the question mark up at the top, the help icon, and I go to help and support, and then we're going to open inspect pages and data. And I'm going to close the help bar. Okay, what we've got on here is we've got view table. If I click on view table, now this actually opens a new tab and it brings up the table data for the sales invoice header, which is where the posted sales invoices are stored. Now, you don't need to worry too much about all of that unless you're looking at some development of Business Central. But what we now have is we have our list of posted sales invoices, but with all of the underlying table data. So you can see you've got a row version field here. If we scroll across to the right-hand side, then we'll start to see we get every field available for the posted sales invoice. Now, this could start to be really, really useful because, for example, we've got the user ID within here. We've got the created by and modified by fields. So there we can see we've got user ID. So you can filter on which user IDs have been modifying your records, for example, or creating your records. And if I scroll right across to the right-hand side, we can then see we've also got created at, created by, modified at, and modified by. So we also get our filter pane here. So if I click on the filter pane, and I want to filter the list by anything that's being created at, and I want to do that greater than the 1st of October. I can see that there's 2 posted sales invoices that were created after the 1st of October. Now this is really helpful because to find records, for example, that someone's posted today can be quite tricky sometimes because they may have used a historic posting date, for example, and then the document date might not give you that either. Whereas this now specifically tells you what has been created or modified on a particular day. So if I just close that down, that tab, and if I do a search for sales orders now, exactly the same applies again. So if I open sales orders, now what's quite helpful about this is that the page inspection stays open. So we can see here that we've got the sales order list here. So if I click on view table now, opens in a new tab. And if I've got the filter pane open still, then I can filter the list by, and I'm going to do created at, greater than 1st of October. And I've got no records this time. So there's no sales orders in here in this test data that have been changed since the 1st of October 2022. So this is well worth looking for items, for customers, for finding when particular records were created or modified in the system. And it's a really, really helpful tool.